What's up guys and welcome back to Ginger TV. So today we're gonna look at laptops. Not any type of laptops, but laptops specifically for different type of students. So back to school is happening very quickly. It's probably gonna be in the next couple of weeks. And most of us are probably staying home, going to school from home, online session on Zoom, on Meets and all of these platforms. And we probably need a laptop. So I've put together a list of laptops I consider myself to be the best options for you as a student for different type of programs as well. So if you're in the arts program, if you're a computer engineer, or if you're like a programmer, if you're in economics, this will be like a good guide for you to follow if you want to get yourself a laptop. Let's start the list with this laptop. Yes, this one. This is the 13-inch MacBook Air. And this is not the regular MacBook Air. I've actually upgraded it to the i5 version of the MacBook Air. And in my opinion, this is probably the best all-around laptop you can get. If you are in high school, if you are in college, if you are in university, or anything of this sort, if you have the budget to get this laptop, I will highly suggest you getting this laptop. This is by far, in my opinion, the best laptop you can get. Not only it is good enough to do any student tasks, but it is good enough to last you throughout the whole semesters you're gonna spend. So let's say your program is 3 years, this will be good enough to survive the 3 years without you having any headaches with viruses, with being slowed down or updates or any of this sort. You'll probably update it maybe once a year and that will be pretty much it. I don't think any Windows laptop compare to how durable and future-proof Apple MacBooks are. Like personally, I've always used a Windows computer or Windows laptop, but every time I talk to someone with a MacBook, they've had it for a long time and it's still working. I have a friend that has his laptop since 2016 and it's still working just fine. Yes, the battery is you're getting less time on the battery. Yes, this is something normal, but as performance wise, he is still able to do what he did on the first day with his MacBook still to this date. So this is what I will suggest if you are a marketing student or like economic student where you will mostly do graphs, mostly do PowerPoints, mostly do PDF for writing essays or all of this sort. So this will be just fine for you. Now let's talk about the programs that will require more juice. So they need more power in their laptop to be able to do their usual task. So let's say you're a programmer, or let's say you're a graphic designer or an app developer. In my opinion, the XPS 13 laptop from Dell, it's a great option for you. It is $1,500 like the MacBook over here. It's approximately the same price, but it has an i7. It has 8 GB that you can upgrade to 16 for an extra 200, which is, in my opinion, you should do it, but 8 GB should be just fine for you. And yeah, like it's super portable, it's super slim, super lightweight. You can take it wherever you want. It uses Windows, so if you have like, let's say, all your Visual Studios, all your Adobe Photoshop, all of these elements will work just fine on this laptop. I have a friend that also has this laptop. It works perfectly. It's super reliable as a laptop. It is $1,500. Yes, plus tax, it is still $1,500 plus. But honestly, this laptop you will also keep and not have a lot of headaches with it for 3+ years. It's less reliable than a MacBook because it's just it's Windows. Like if you download something of like or in a hacker website, or if you go on the wrong website, maybe you can get a virus and you'll have to like format the computer. But honestly, it will still just be fine if you're like a college student doing any of the heavy duty tasks. I have to include the Surface Pro 7. In my opinion, the Surface Pro note-taking experience is no match. Nobody in the genre of laptops can match the Surface Pro experience. If you are a note taker that likes to take notes by hand, go ahead and get yourself the Surface Pro 7. It is $1,527, but this includes everything. It includes the keyboard and includes the pen. The keyboard and pen are unfortunately sold separately, which is something I really hate. I hope they will sort like together. But if you don't want the Surface Pro and want to spend a bit less, you can go ahead with the Surface Go. So the Surface Go is like a less powerful like tablet hybrid with a laptop. So it doesn't have all the power that the Surface Pro has, but it can still do some like note taking, and it can still do like can still be reliable in my opinion. So let's say you take the cheapest option, which is a Pentium. Actually, no, I don't suggest taking a Pentium. Let's take an M3 at least, a 128 gigabytes. Don't ever buy Microsoft 365. The schools usually can't provide it to you for free, so I don't suggest you buying it. So we are still at 1100, but I took the decently performance option. If you go to the cheaper one, it's out of stock for the 4 gigabyte, but hey, this 8 gigabyte is a lot better, and it's $1,000. So you're saving around $500 if you go with the Surface Go, but you're also skimming on performance. If you're only gonna do like note taking, if you're like a high school student and like you want to treat your son or daughter on like to have a laptop, go ahead and give them the Surface Go. To be honest, they're not going to use all the power of the Surface Pro, so the Surface Go will probably be a better option for them. Now the final laptop on the list, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate because it's not a laptop, it's the iPad Pro. If you're looking for the best experience in graphic design and UI design or any of the like drawing design, you can't find better than the iPad Pro. It also is the best option for portability and note taking in the Apple ecosystem. So let's say you have everything Apple. You have your iPhone, you have your AirPods, and you have everything Apple, and you don't want to go out of the Apple. This will compete with the Surface Go. Yes, it is probably a lot more powerful than the Surface Go, but in my opinion, it can compete with the Surface Pro. The Surface Pro is a full computer with a full operating system, but this has a tablet operating system. That's why like a direct comparison between the Surface Pro and the iPad Pro is not fair in my opinion. Yes, the Surface Pro and the iPad Pro are both at the same price when you include all the accessories, so when you include the Magic Keyboard and when you include the Apple Pencil, but the Apple accessories are always more expensive, and you have to wait for this if you are in the Apple ecosystem. Honestly, I've seen my friends using the iPad Pro for graphic design, and I've seen videos online, people using it for graphic design, and there's no match. Finally, I gotta show some love to Chromebooks, because Chromebooks are often used in high schools. Yes, high schools and like the Google services are used by most high schools in my area, and honestly, it is the best for high school students. It's powerful enough to have all the tasks. You can have docs, you can have cheats, you can have slides, you can have all the basic tasks that they will need during the school years. And for this choice, I've selected the Lenovo IdeaPad Duet. The only reason why I've selected this is it can go from a laptop to a tablet. So it's not only like, oh, it's just for school. No, you can actually have it in your bed, watch Netflix, watch YouTube, and all of these stuff. And you can also put it as a laptop and have it as working. So it's a really budget friendly, but it's a good type of budget friendly Chromebook. It has 4 GB, which is totally fine for a Chromebook, 2 GHz, and 64 GB of storage. But everything like you can do on the Google Drive area, it's going to be on cloud, so you don't need that much of storage. So yeah, the Lenovo IdeaPad Duet is my Chromebook of choice. So you guys have probably noticed, except the Chromebook, these are kind of expensive options. So you have $1,600 for the iPad Pro, $1,500 for the Surface Pro, another $1,500 for XPS 13, and another $1,500 for the 13-inch MacBook Air. And the Surface Go Pro, like if I took the old section with the keyboard, was around $1,000. Why are they all like above $1,000? Like, let's say you don't have the budget for more than $1,000, because like you're a student, you have to pay for rent, you have to pay for like your food, transport, and all of this. Well, honestly, I'm a big believer of buying good stuff that will last. So whenever you're gonna buy one of these quality products, they're not gonna break down on you after like 2 or 3 weeks. They're not gonna break down on you like when you're multitasking, which students do often. So let's say you're watching Netflix and like watching a YouTube video and having like writing a text. They're not gonna break down on you and be like, oh, you don't have enough RAM, you're gonna run out of storage of anything of this sort. So that's why these are expensive. These are like the top of the line options you can get, in my opinion, that are not like extreme, but not also too cheap for you to like sacrifice any performance. So this is why these are the options that I've selected. I would love to know you guys' opinion, so let me know in the comment down below what do you guys think about these options. These are options that I personally believe are the best that I have experienced or my friends have experienced and they told me about. But yeah, so that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and smash the like button down below. It really helps me out. All the links for these products will be in the description down below. They're also super easy to find. They're so popular. And yeah, subscribe for more content like this. This is Ginger TV, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.